Absolutely beautiful weather in Ensenada, Baja California Norte, and the bluefin tuna are under the birch. You can see them jumping out of the water right now. Tremendous fishing for bluefin in Ensenada. It's Halloween morning, and you are looking at the catch made on board the Pacific Queen. They just got back in, and my dear friend Peter Slonsky was on board. Peter, happy Halloween, and thanks for sharing so much great knowledge, folks. Let me tell you what Peter told me because it's going to help you catch more fish. So he said 100 to 120 gram Colt snipers from 5 a.m. until gray light worked really great. You could catch all the bluefin tuna you wanted. At first light, you switch over to 25-pound fluorocarbon, and then a number 2 or number 4 circle or J-hook. He said it didn't matter. Just make sure it's a light wire hook. They had their limits of bluefin tuna on board the Pacific Queen by 9 a.m. Then they went off looking for kelps, found a kelp. It was loaded with those small grade yellowtail. I'm talking about yellowtail that are about 5 pounds. They caught about 30 of those, and then they concentrated their efforts on chasing around pods of dolphin. Underneath those were yellowfin tuna, and they picked off 12 yellowfin tuna. Peter caught and released a mako shark also on this trip and said he made a lot of new friends and had a lot of fun. And he attributed his success to listening to the morning briefing every morning. But the truth of the matter is, we're only as good as you, Peter. Thank you for sharing this valuable information for the Friedman Adventures family. If that garage door has become a pain in your arse, there's only one man to call, and it's Joe Welker, your garage door man. The tax man, Tim Marquez, will help you net your tax refunds. He's been doing this for 35 years. You can trust the tax man. Make sure you keep your roof watertight with Pelican Roofs SoCal so you can get back to catching more fish. And you can trust Mario Vega with your estate planning. Make sure your rods and reels and fishing equipment go to the right person when you plot.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, make sure you give John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. There's nothing like fishing with Captain Daniel Hadaway on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. And the El Patron, headed to Catalina Island every single day out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Good morning, my dear friends. Happy Halloween and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Here the sun is just starting to peek over the houses, as you can see there, and that ocean looks so inviting, so beautiful. And what a Halloween it is, because we've got so much to cover with you all on the morning briefing here today. Tremendous long-range fishing continuing. Ensenada on fire, and the bluefin tuna bite for Southern California anglers is absolutely phenomenal. Jeff Lingle found some big fish way down the Baja coast. White sea bass in the Channel Islands. Great fishing in San Francisco. I'm still looking back at that Thunderbird trip with 100 yellows and limits of bluefin tuna. It is absolutely phenomenal fishing. And if that's not enough for you, the weather is absolutely perfect. Great fishing, great times, the great outdoor providing so much for us all, and our big surf fishing festival also tomorrow morning. We hope we see you. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Man, is that good. And happy Halloween for all you Dodger fans out there. Big game tonight, no doubt about that. And if the Dodgers win, of course, we'll see it again tomorrow. Pelican Patrol is just starting to kick into gear right now. We have seen these birds very active here in the surf recently, and man, it is absolutely beautiful. Let's give it the Tootsie Report. Nice, warm water should be great for tomorrow, no doubt about it. Let me remind you all to make sure you subscribe to the Freeman Adventures YouTube channel and tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting, deplorable little bell, because you'll be notified when there's new content. Thank you for all the likes and for sharing, and don't forget, you can also follow us over on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Really great to be with you all. Let's jump into it because there is so much information. I'm going to start you out down in the beautiful coastal Mexican town of Ensenada, just a 70-mile drive down below the border, where you'll find all kinds of great operators. Mara sport fishing, blackfin sport fishing, It's For Real sport fishing. In fact, Louis Prieto, who runs It's For Real sport fishing, just talked to him a moment ago. He's headed out going bluefin tuna fishing, and the bluefin tuna bite down there has been absolutely spectacular. Wide open limits of bluefin tuna on most days. It's been great for blackfin sport fishing. It's been great for Mara sport fishing, Ramon sport fishing, It's For Real sport fishing. Any number of operators down there out of Ensenada do a great job and provide you with some great memories and also some really good eating fish. Beautiful, nice bluefin tuna biting down there off Ensenada, below there, above there. There's a good stretch to this thing. You're going to see big foamers of bluefin tuna on most days when you're out of Ensenada, and mixed up with it could be some kelps holding some yellowtail, mostly small grade yellowtail, but there's a few nicer ones. And there's a significant amount of yellowfin tuna also down there in that zone. Now, most all this tuna, bluefin and yellowfin, are in the 15 to 25 pound class. Let's call it that. But sometimes you'll get a 10 pounder, sometimes you'll get a 70 pounder mixed in with it, both on the bluefin and the yellowfin tuna. Down there in Ensenada, those guys are trolling Mad Mac lures and getting bit really well on that, but they're also trolling just like the old albacore style feathers and hanging fish by doing just that. And of course, when you roll up on one of those foamers, you're going to want to throw a small shiny jig like a Davosakana or a Colt Sniper. Those both work really, really well. The Tuna Riot poppers work so well. They really, really have been productive down there in Ensenada. Other guys are throwing like Tatty 45s and catching fish. And if the bluefin and the yellowfin and the yellowtail don't float your boat, or if you just want to do something after you have your limits, the lingcod and the bottom fishing has been really spectacular. Some inshore yellowtail down there around Santo Tomas, as well as around Todos Santos Islands. It's really good down in Ensenada. And we look down there not only because we like to watch and see what our brothers and sisters in Mexico are doing, and incidentally, Dia de los Muertos coming up in the next couple of days in Mexico, a beautiful celebration in Ensenada and throughout the entire republic. But not only do we like to look down there to see what our brothers and sisters are doing, but it's a preview of what yet to come here in Southern California. I've been throwing the towel in on yellowfin tuna walking up here and biting up in Southern California. We've got absolutely pristine and gorgeous weather right now. Couldn't be any nicer. 15-minute drive south of Rosarito Beach, you find Popola. Carlos Cortez is out again this morning, already running on bird schools of bluefin tuna. Just talked to Carlos, and he's already all over it. You've got to love that. Don't forget, right there at that tower tomorrow morning, our surf fishing festival. No cost. It's just an opportunity to get and meet all of you, and thank you for your great support. Lucky, our greeter will be there. I heard that Doug Tilk is going to show up. Somebody very important to us here at the Freedman Adventures family, and so many others, including the dog. Mad Dog will be down there. He's got Freedman Adventures stickers for you, and he's got a brand new, beautiful Promar hat for the first 25 of you who show up tomorrow. So that's going to be great. 6:30 a.m. We're going to be there till 10. So if you show up at 9 and want to come down and have a cup of coffee, let's do it. It'll be a lot of fun. Great fishing south of the border. Let's talk about our long range situation. Let's talk about a guy who I truly love, and that is Kevin Kwan from Young's Fishing Tackle in Bellflower, California. Kevin is such a nice person, such a gentleman. If you've never been to Young's Fishing Tackle, you owe it to yourself to go there. The vibe is so good there. So many nice people. I went there just the other day before Kevin took off on his long range trip, which I'm going to tell you about here in a moment. But I was there and I saw my old friend Roberto there, and I saw Kevin and his wife and so many others. It's really a great place. All right, to Kevin Kwan now. And he graces our thumbnail with that big yellowtail. In fact, the Independence got to the rocks about 12 noon yesterday, Alejos Rocks, almost a 500-mile run south of San Diego. We're talking 8, 9, 10-day trips right now, fishing in that zone. And man, they got to the rocks and they immediately started to catch a few wahoo, they had some yellowtail, and they had some yellowfin tuna. While most of their YFT were a little bit smaller, you know, like 40, 50 pounders small, they saw the big ones blowing up all around the mighty Independence, and they are fishing that right now. I got a feeling they're going to come up with some bigger fish here this morning. The Royal Polaris was all over the wahoo yesterday with fantastic who fishing. It's been a good season for the who, and it's been some bigger great fish. And the Red Rooster 3 is also down there in that neck of the woods. They've got some big Dorado, they've got wahoo, they got yellowtail. Long range fishing, absolutely phenomenal right now, and it is continuing. There's several other boats down there and they're all doing really well. San Diego's long range fleet is the best in the world, and I don't hesitate to say that. Really good stuff. Let's talk about our bluefin tuna fishing here in Southern California. And can it get any better? Okay, I mean, maybe you want some bigger fish, but it's as good as you could possibly want it right now. That water is warm. Brushing up on my tootsies here this morning. It's really nice. We're gonna catch some fish here in the surf tomorrow morning. Really great bluefin tuna fishing, perfect weather, and they are biting. Now there's two ways to do it. You can come out of Point Loma if you're a San Diego based boat and go south, and most of those guys are getting easy limits of bluefin tuna fishing down below. Sonar mark, stop, throw bait, and boom! You get 2 or 3 fish going. Sometimes you get 8 fish going. Sometimes even better than that. 25-pound fluorocarbon with a number 4 circle hook has really been working well. But at times, those fish will bite the 40-pound when they really fire up and want to chew. And then south, down in that neck of the woods, you get that mix of fish. There's yellowfin, there's some yellowtail on the kelp. Sometimes there's some decent yellows on the kelps down there. A lot of times it's that 3, 4, 5-pound fish. Sometimes it's that 12 to 18-pound yellowtail. So it's a little bit mixed up. Predominantly the smaller grade, but it's a little mixed up. Yellowfin, bluefin, yellowtail. Few Dorado, not very many, but a little bit running around down there. It's really great fishing. I'll give you some scores here in a moment, but I just want to talk about Tanner and Cortez Bank because that's another option available for boats from San Diego. Mostly you're going to have the guys up here out of Davies Locker, Newport Beach, out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. All those landings, Tornado, out of Pier Point Landing, they're going to Tanner and Cortez Bank. Woo! That tide's coming up. We got it planned for you for the high tide tomorrow morning. So that out there on Cortez and Tanner Bank, gorgeous weather and great bluefin tuna fishing. Most of that fish 15 to 25 pounds out there. Again, some smaller, some bigger than that, but most of it's going to be that great. And it's mostly plunker bite kind of fishing. 2 fish going, 3 fish going, maybe 5 fish going. You go dry, choosing a good hot bait, 25-pound fluorocarbon, number 4 circle hook. We love blacktail hooks. They are fantastic. Anyway, make sure that if you're not getting a bite, you are changing your bait regularly, and that makes all the difference in the world. And of course, I mentioned up front just the other day, the Thunderbird got in here this morning, I think it was, from a day and a half trip. I talked to Brian Burrell, the great deckhand on board the Monte Carlo. Brian was on the Thunderbird. They had limits of bluefin tuna, and then out of nowhere, where it came from, out there on the bank, the yellows fired up, and they ended up with 101 yellowtail out there, Tana Cortez Bank region. Really great bluefin, and the possibility, I guess, looms for some really good yellowtail fishing. Let me give you a few scores. Aztec, limits of bluefin, 51 yellowtail out of San Diego. Polaris Supreme on a 3-day trip, limits of bluefin tuna. The Tribute at 54 yellows, along with limits of bluefin tuna. The Apollo showing us that down south there's not only bluefin, they had their limits of bluefin, but they had a nice hit on the YFT with 46 yellowfin tuna and a couple of yellowtail. Really great stuff. If that's not enough for you, we're going to check in with our friend Jeff Lingo, who is fishing 208 miles south of Point Loma, San Diego, USA. Is down there, way down below. Jeff runs a yacht out of course, San Diego, and he said, you know what? I'm going to go down there and see if we can't get a piece of a little bit bigger grade fish. Some of his yacht buddies, a little code group that he's in, have been catching some bigger grade fish, and Jeff found them. He had a nice one on the kite right before sundown last night. 140-pound fish. He had 7 bluefin and no rats. All of them in the 65 to 140-pound class. Really great fishing a long ways down there. Jeff's also found some Dorado on the kelps down in that neck of the woods, and he was vacillating here. I'm not sure what he's doing this morning. Maybe he'll be in the live chat here when this morning briefing premieres, because Jeff is there all the time, and feel free to ask him a question. He's happy to answer. But Jeff was thinking about staying offshore, maybe going in and seeing if he couldn't catch some of those big sand bass and or a white sea bass. So Jeff, best of luck to you. Really great fishing going on, my friends. I'm telling you, now is the time to go. And I've looked at the weather. The next 5 days, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It can't get any more flat, calm, and gorgeous. So great stuff going on our bluefin tuna. There's just no doubt about it. Let's talk islands, Coronado Islands. Few yellows, good rockfish in that neck of the woods. Out there at San Clemente Island, good calico bass fishing with a pretty good shot of yellowtail from time to time. Sometimes it's dropper loop fishing deep for those yellowtail, you know, with a live squid or fresh dead squid, big hook like a 7-0 and an 8-ounce torpedo sinker. Other times, those fish are breezing around the front side of the island, and you're throwing a tatty 45 to entice a bite from the jurel, the yellowtail. It can be quite good also there. Catalina Island, a mix of fish, kind of picky, scratchy, but not bad. The El Patron has been over there on a regular basis out of Long Beach Sport Fishing, www.longbeachsportfishing.org, and they've picked an occasional yellowtail, a little bit of calico bass. You'll do well if you drop down to 12-pound fluorocarbon on those fish, man. That makes all the difference in the world. Fishing the lighter line, changing your bait, all of those things that we talk about, not only in terms of fishing tuna, but also in terms of fishing calico bass and all species. Just those little things that you do, those are the things that are going to get you hooked up more and catch you more fish. And rock fishing can be good there. Up there in the Channel Islands, you gotta love what Pat O'Brien and the Aloha Spirit pulled off yesterday. We mentioned to you that the Endeavor had some white sea bass, and we're not done with white sea bass up there in the Channel Islands quite yet. The Aloha Spirit, 14 guys, 22 white sea bass, couple halibut, and they had some miscellaneous fish to go along with it, bonito and stuff like that. But man, it's that sea bass bite, it's that halibut. We're loving that. Remember, the Island Spirit just the other day had 18 guys on their halibut special, which they run out of Ventura Sport Fishing. Island Spirit every single Wednesday. 18 guys had 16 halibut. So while we talk about really great rock fishing there out of the Channel Islands, and that is continuing. The California had great fishing yesterday. One nice big fat ling and big old red, some really good fishing going on there. While we talk about that as the staple, there's also the occasional hit on white sea bass and the halibut. So we are very stoked while we are seeing that kind of great fishing. Good morning, my friend. Another great person down here enjoying the great outdoors. We are loving it. Great fishing up there in the Channel Islands. I'll remind you all, kids fish free on Sundays on board the Island Spirit. Go to VenturaSportFishing.com or dial 805-676-3474. The California with a light load is running tomorrow. So is the Island Spirit. And then on Sunday, kids fish free on the Island Spirit. Or if you want to jump on the California, they're doing their ling cod special where they focus on lingcod. Yeah, you're going to catch reds and all that other stuff, but they're going to focus in on the lings. Up there in Santa Barbara, great rock fishing going on. Avila Beach, Morro Bay, tremendous rock fishing. San Francisco with good weather. You go to the Farallon Islands and cream the lings and rockfish inside the bay. Lovely Martha. Sport fishing continues to hammer out good catches of striped bass. How on earth can you beat it? It's been absolutely spectacular. 1/2 and 3/4 day boats up and down the Southern California coast. We're talking mostly sculpin, we're talking sheephead, we're talking whitefish, or you go out in the deep and catch those really nice big fat rockfish out there in the deeper water. It's been really, really good from San Diego all the way up to Ventura. There's a little bit of bass and the occasional halibut also being taken. Native Sun's been doing pretty well on the halibut out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. Good white fishing on the Monte Carlo. Several other boats are in on it. The Victory has had some good fishing also on the local scene, but the staple right now is rockfish, and as they say, that's been pretty darn good. All right, big fish, bait and tackle. As we get ready, we're going to talk surf now. As we get ready to talk about our big day tomorrow there at the tower, 6:30 a.m. It's still going to be kind of dark, but by the time you get rigged up and ready to go, you're going to be getting a little bit of light and the high tide be at the very same time. I'm telling you, we're going to catch some fish tomorrow. Big Fish Bait and Tackle open at 6 a.m. tomorrow on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Make sure you drop by there, grab some ghost shrimp or some worms, and then get your butt down to that tower where we'll be ready to have some fun together. And it's going to be beautiful as I look out there, man. If we get an ocean like this tomorrow morning, we're going to be blessed. Man, we're going to catch some spotfin croaker and some yellowfin croaker, maybe a legal halibut. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Down there around Dog Beach and Huntington Beach, picking up the occasional corbina down there. There's a little bit of halibut wandering around right now. Glenn Laligan, almost screwed your name up, Glenn. Forgive me. Had a nice big halibut, 26-inch halibut in the surf yesterday, and that was his PB, his personal best. So there's a little bit of that running around. It's been a lot of barred perch more than anything. We've seen walleye perch and barred perch here in this neck of the woods. Our friend Jeff Perea fishing down at that tower has been doing pretty darn well on a regular basis. And then up there in the Santa Monica Bay, we continue to see some of that corbina being taken around the Topaz Rock Jetty down by the old Redondo Pier, as well as up there in El Segundo. Ventura, really good barred perch fishing going on there in that neck of the woods. I see a surf fisherman down there. Man, I'm watching him because if he hooks something, I'm on my way down there. Whoever you are, if you're watching the morning briefing, leave a comment, and we hope we see you tomorrow, and we wish you the very best of luck. Wow. Is it beautiful here this morning? It can't be any more gorgeous, and it's going to be just like this. We're going to have no wind tomorrow, and the water does feel quite warm. I am thinking we're going to have an absolutely fantastic day. And a lot of people have been asking, how much does it cost? It's free. Can I bring down my kids? Absolutely. How about if I don't like to surf fish and I want to go for a walk and hang out with you knuckleheads? 100%. We're all about the great outdoors, getting you out there and getting you off the couch and out to enjoy this beautiful environment. All right, my friends, I don't know what to tell you. Fishing can't get much better than it is right now. It is absolutely spectacular. White sea bass, bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna, down at the rocks, Mexico biting. It's Halloween, and tomorrow our surf fishing festival. It can't get any better. Truly blessed to have all of your great support, and I can't thank you enough. Happy Halloween. Have a great one, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Hey, that mystery guy that I pointed the camera at, it's Wayne Shima Bokuto! Wayne, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Phil.
What's up, man? I'm so happy to see you
Good
here.
morning, Freedom Adventures family.
It's so good to see you.
I'm cheating. I'm doing a little pre-fishing this morning down here.
Why, are you coming tomorrow?
I'm going to try it.
No, we would love to have you with
I want to
us.
hand out a big shout out
Yeah.
to Todd Woods.
Todd's doing a great,
Casper kid.
Yes.
Todd's a great man. You know, great fireman too.
yes, absolutely.
I'm after this.
Yeah, Todd called me just the other day and he said, we're having this event. I know it's on the same day you're doing your thing. Do you mind? I go, absolutely, man.
I'm
We love
vacillating
Todd.
between the two.
Yeah, hey, whatever you do,
You
man.
know, we have a special needs person in our family.
Yes.
And it's kind of important, you know, we take them out and fish, and hey, we extend it to everybody like yourself. Hey, take a kid fishing, take anybody fishing.
Yeah,
Look at
100%.
this, a little cloudy, but what a beautiful
Oh,
day it is.
it's so
Surfers,
gorgeous.
Hey, these pelicans are going crazy out here.
Yes, I know. I've been
Chasing
watching
them up
those.
and down from daylight, it was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Have you caught anything today?
No, I got a few nibbles, but nah.
Yeah.
I caught more seaweed today.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, it's gonna get better.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Look at this.
Tide's coming
Oh,
up.
it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Sun's coming out, man.
Excellent.
Always good to see
Hey,
you.
thank you, Phil. Hey, goodbye, everybody.
All right, Wayne, thank you.
All right.